What's going on, everyone? Golden Ticket to History coming to you today from a very interesting location. This location is potentially believed to be the most, if not one of the most haunted places in Central Florida and maybe the entire Sunshine State of Florida. As you can see from the background, today is not much of a sunshiny kind of day. It's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. It's a little bit foggy. It's a little bit rainy. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to see what I can get shots of this location from outside the vehicle as well, but also trying to take some pictures from within. It's raining a little bit, as well as I've heard many different stories about security issues in relations to filming and stuff like that. So I wanted to take and make sure that we could document this location in the most advanced way possible, in the most discreet way possible, as well, to make sure that you guys can get the full-fledged effect of this location. Is the suspense getting to you? I know it is. So without further ado, we're here in Pine Hills, Florida. We've been here before for a couple of locations. We're here for the Sunland Hospital site where it used to sit at, which is still believed to be one of the most haunted places in Central Florida. We're here to go to the Elvis replica house. It's about a couple miles away from this location. But today, this morning, we are here at the Princeton Hospital in Pine Hills, Florida. This hospital is gone by many different names. It was an independent hospital opened in 1962. It found itself in a lot of financial issues and instabilities throughout most of its history, ultimately closing the original hospital in 1999. The back half of the building was being rented out by a diagnostics facility, which was offering to buy the entire facility as a whole for like $21 million. There was so much going on with this location. One of the biggest issues was the fact of the matter is that a lot of the patients who came to this hospital, specifically the emergency room, were uninsured. So the hospital was having to eat the costs of all of those patients, all the way to the point that they were unable to make payroll of their staff. So ultimately, the decision was made to close. It's gone through multiple different phases. This location has been a mental health facility as well. And when you look it up in online, it says that this location is permanently closed. But as we're going to find out in about 2 seconds, it seems to be pretty open. There's people here. It seems the lights are on. There's a lot going on here. Let's check it out. So as you can see, the hospital is right in front of us. It said that it was turned into Lakeside Hospital after 2000. And there's so many different stories of paranormal activity that have happened in this building. There's been stories of phantom wheelchairs that would just move on their own around the facility. Even when the floor is flat, you would see a wheelchair bearing down one of the hallways. There's stories of people seeing apparitions of nuns and doctors. There's stories of a phantom ghost. He has hollowed eyes, and the facial expressions of this apparition has been known to either stare silently, stare blankly into the directions of staff members. There's been stories of the same apparition staring angrily at staff members. It's believed that the second and third floors of this facility are especially haunted. Have you had any experiences here? I've driven by this location multiple times. I've never actually physically ventured here. I've heard so many different stories, and I wanted to be able to make sure that I could document this location for the channel, and also, hear what your experiences were. What experiences have you had at this location? Have you been a patient here? Have you been a visitor here? Have you visited a patient here? Have you had your own paranormal activities here? Have you had your own negative staff experiences here? What experiences have you had here at this location? I do also want to get a couple shots from around the backside of the building as well. I've heard many different stories about this building. I would love to go inside. I'm not really sure what the visibility is inside in relations to what people can go see. Is it only open to certain sections? Is there a protocol? Is there a person at the desk you have to meet with first? One of the interesting things about many of these healthcare buildings is that there's not really a uniform protocol that's followed. In some cases, you can go into a hospital and just wander freely through most of the hospital without really checking in with anyone or having to check in with anyone. Then you have other ones where you have to check in with places, and they all serve different purposes. I could definitely see the merit and the rationale behind having to check in with someone at a front desk before you can go anywhere else to the facility. Definitely for safety measures, definitely for security measures. That definitely seems like a good idea. So I'm not really sure what the protocol is to go inside. Plus, on top of the fact is, I'm not sure how long I would be able to film inside before being stopped. So there is those couple negatives. But I definitely know, at least I can do, is film some of the surrounding areas around this facility. Maybe get a few shots at the back side of the building as well. It's starting to rain a little bit more, so let's try to go around the back in a few shots. And yeah, and we'll finish the video back there. Come along with me. A few quick shots here from the front, a little bit closer up on the building. As you can see, that's the entrance into the building. You definitely can get some mental hospital vibes from this building. And I kind of stare at it. It kind of gives me some very basic vibes of like the Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky. The back is definitely a lot sketchier than the front was. There's a little like landing thing going on up there. I guess this maybe was used maybe for like tuberculosis patients, maybe. I know that there's been various different stories about how they used to open up windows, take them out into the hallways to allow for the clear air to fill their lungs, and it's supposed to help treat tuberculosis. Maybe it was just a smoking area. Maybe there was other purposes behind that landing up there. There's a little furnace type thing out to the farther right. I don't know if that's just like a furnace. Maybe they had a crematorium here at one time. Maybe there was a purpose behind that. Maybe to burn like body parts or things like that. I don't know. What do you think? I thought that the front of this building was kind of unique, but the back is definitely very unique. Let me know down in the comments below if you've been here before, if you worked here before, if you've been a patient here before, if you visited a patient here before, if you remember when all 150 of the patients that were here in 1999 had to be sent to other hospitals. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little video. Again, this is supposedly said to be one of the most haunted places in Central Florida, if not the entire state of Florida. We're here at Princeton Hospital, friends of Princeton Hospital, Aspire Health Partners, this place, Lakeside Hospital. This location has gone by multiple different names. This backside used to be used for a diagnostics company. The front side was used as a hospital. It's been a regular hospital, an emergency room. It's been a behavioral health, mental health facility. It has been a lot. And a lot has happened here, and there's been countless stories about residual hauntings, countless stories about active, intelligent hauntings. Let me know your stories below if you've had any experiences here, if you've been here before. I've driven past this location, as I said before at the beginning of the video, multiple times, but I've never actually set foot on the property. This place is heavily patrolled. There's actually a sheriff's officer on the other side of the parking lot, which is a big reason why I haven't really got out and done any in-depth videoing. But anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed this video. As always, continue to look for the history and film. Have a wonderful holiday season for everyone. If I don't catch up with you guys, remember next week we're going to be doing some really cool videos coming out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So maybe do some travel videos. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see like a travel video, like me, my whole day planned out of me like going to the airport, my time at the airport, flying out, getting to Philadelphia, how I get from the airport to my hotel, and then wandering around the city. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Share the video, like the video, help the brand grow. Catch you guys in this video. Have a great holiday, everyone. See you guys later.